Hello guys and welcome to FarleyTV Reacts. It's a new show. I'm going to be reacting to all massive football stories and what's been going on in the Premier League this weekend. Is this what I talk like? Is this my voice? No wonder I do impressions. What is this voice? There's loads for us to get through today, guys, so stick with me. Going to be hearing from Harry Kane with Spurs. Unai Emery, what a job he's doing at Aston Villa. Look at him in! We're hearing from Unai. We're going to hear from Dyche at Everton. Relegation. Oof. Not looking good for Dyche. We're going to be hearing from Frank Lampard. Back in work at Chelsea. Interested. I've got a few thoughts on that. I'd like to know your thoughts on that one as well. We're going to be discussing the managerial merry-go-round and whether the likes of the Roy Hodgson should be coming back into football. He's made a great impact. 8 million goals in 3 games. Incredible. And we'll be hearing from, and I'm sorry about this, but Webb. I think he's got another apology. I'm just sick of hearing from him, to be honest with you. But and loads more, loads to get through today, guys. So we're going to start first of all by speaking about Spurs. Now, I don't know about you, but Daniel Levy. So Daniel Levy is the smoothest operator in football, apparently. Right? Okay. So smoothest operator in football. He's got an elite manager in Antonio Conte. The challenger for the top 4. Doing okay, not a great style of football, but you knew that when you were getting him. You know, what are you surprised by Spurs fans? They were all made up when they got him, just like, oh mate, can't I top gaffer, mate, you know? And then he comes in and it's like, oh, what's he playing like this? 12 men behind the ball. But at the end of the day, you knew what you were getting, and he's a winner. And I think he probably would have won something in the end for you. But okay, so Levy goes. I'm going to sack him, and I'm going to replace him because we need something completely different. I'm going to replace him with his best mate, his number 2. So the same coach and the same style of football. How does that work? And Ryan Mason. Now you'd have been better just giving it to Ryan Mason, but why not go for like a? And I'll be going back into this later, guys, about these old heads that can come in and help. Get a Harry Redknapp in. You know, just a fresh face, just someone with a fresh voice. The players know what to do. Look at that front line: Kulusevski, Harry Kane, Richarlison, Son, and that fella who was at Everton for 10 seconds, Danjuma. You've got options there. They've got World Cup winners, Romero, really good players in that team, and they should be doing a lot better. He keeps appointing dinosaurs as managers. Go and get someone progressive, a young attacking manager, and Nagelsmann's been linked with it. But what about Graham? People talk about Graham Potter or Brendan Rodgers. You've got great attacking players. Let them be free. Let them play football. It worked under Pochettino. Why go and get Nuno Espirito Santo upside down head? Why go and get Jose Mourinho? Why is he even still going? And then go and get a Conte, great manager, but not the kind of manager who's gonna be exciting for the fans. Daniel Levy, top 4 was there, mate. You just got a fresh face, bring a fresh face in. The players would have been buzzing, and you go and give it to Conte's weird number 2. It's working out well for you, it mate. Smoothest operating football. Anyway, they got beat 3-2 at home to Bournemouth, and this is what Harry Kane had to say.
Pathetic again, Harry. 3-2 defeat at home to Bournemouth. Do you think you'll be playing Champions League football next season?
Yeah, obviously. Listen, I'm really confident that I'll be playing Champions League football next season because Man United are definitely going to qualify, and that's exactly where I'm going to play for Upside Down Head. Mr. Ten Hag. I thought we were unlucky today against Mouthbourne. It was a difficult game. I'm not sure how we lost the game or why, but I've got a feeling it's something to do with replacing an elite manager with his crap number 2 and a 5-year-old kid who should be in school. Yeah, obviously.
Cheers for that, Harry. Well, obviously, definitely going to Man United, isn't he? I think that's going to happen in the summer. But moving on now, I want to talk about Everton. Wowza. Everton, what is going on at Everton? And I'm going to say it straight. I think Everton are the worst team in the league. I think they're the worst team in the league. They're not bottom of the league, and that's because Dyche has done a fantastic job. How he's got any results, that's how bad Everton are. Yeah, and look, I'm a Liverpool fan, and it might be easy to throw stones, that type of thing. That's not what I'm doing. I genuinely, I'm sure loads of Evertonians agree with me. On the games that they've won, I think they beat Leeds at home. It was a cross, wasn't it, from Coleman, the right back. They beat Arsenal with Tarkowski. Michael Keane's goal, an absolute one of the goals of the season against Spurs. They're grinding results out. They're not good enough. They don't score goals. The top scorer I think scored like 3-4 goals. That is absolutely pathetic. I watch them and I've never seen a team struggle to score. I don't know why they make scoring goals so difficult. These are professional footballers. I watched the lad at Webb. He works hard, yeah. He gets in front of goal. Isn't he a attacking midfield player? How many goals he scored? He can't even shoot. Like, the lad can't shoot. And I watch them and I go, no wonder Evertonians are ridiculously angry at the moment with that club. To not have a goal scorer in your team, to get rid of Richarlison, and rely on Neil Maupay, because you can forget about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's not even fit. You forget about him. I almost think we won't see the lad this season. I mean, wow. This is a Liverpool fan saying this, by the way, but I just go, how hard it must be. You look at that team. My mate's a Blue. He's a season ticket holder at Everton, and he sent me that team at 5-3 when they were playing Fulham, and I just went, mate, you've got no chance of winning that game. How are Everton supposed to win that game? You look at that team. I'm not naming no names, but you've got Anton Deck up front. You're playing long ball. The kid Ellis Sims, must be so bad in training. He must be terrible in training, because if Mopay's getting in before you mustn't have anything about you. And the manager's the one who watches them. And Sean Dyche knows what he's doing. Sean Dyche has done a brilliant job. He was the right fit. I think if Everton would have stuck with Frank Lampard, he'd be down. And that's nothing against Frank Lampard. That's just, he was the wrong fit for Everton. Trying to play like vintage Barca with Mopay and Tom Davis is not going to work. But wow, I get some stick off the Evertonians, and I give the Evertonians some stick. But listen, seriously, I actually understand why they feel the way that they feel. That's atrocious. The worst team in the league. And if Dyche keeps them up, he deserves a statue. He deserves a statue next to the one of Neil Maupay that plays up front every week. But anyway, they got beat 3-1 in a pathetic performance at home to Fulham, and this is what Dyche had to say after the game.
Sean, 3-1 defeat at home to Fulham. I mean, surely now you must regret coming to Everton.
Look, if we stay up, they'll call me the Ginger Messiah and build me a statue. And if we go down, they'll blame the board. We'll win the playoff final, and I'll win Everton's first trophy in 72 years. So, it's a win-win situation for me. It's a bloody genius decision. I can't lose, really, can I?
Cheers, Dyche. Now we're going to move on, and I've got to talk about Aston Villa. Wow. I mean, wow. I'm an Unai Emery super fan. I think the fella is absolute mustard. He's a top coach. I love the way his teams go about things. He was tarnished with his time, obviously, at Arsenal, which was a bit harsh, really, coming in after Arsene Wenger had been there for so many years, and probably with a bit of time. Arteta's had 15 years to get it right. So Emery only had about 6 weeks, I think. But what a manager. To go in, and you can get a bounce, obviously, from a manager coming in, but he's got them playing. You look at them and you know what they're trying to do. They play great football, they're organised. He doesn't stop. I watch him on the touchline, and I love a manager like that. I love the Artetas, even the likes of Dyche, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, managers who constantly coaching the teams throughout games. And I just think he's a fantastic manager. Ollie Watkins, he's a machine at the moment. But John McGinn, fantastic. Jacob Ramsey. And Tyrone Mings, I've given him some stick on the channel, not in personal. Tyrone, he's been outstanding. And it just goes to show you what a good manager can do. Steven Gerrard, Wraith Rovers, I think that's your level, mate. And Unai's come in and he's done an outstanding job. And this is what Unai had to say about another fantastic. Went 3-0 home to Newcastle, and this is what Unai Emery had to say.
Oh no, since you'd apply, Slippy G, Aston Villa have gone from 56th in the Premier League to competing for the place in Europe. What's your secret, Unai?
Beste magazine are spirit, tactics, formatje, for one. Formatje Old Trafford, first minute, Tyrone Mings, Holly Watkins, Predator, attack, Magin, again, beste magazine, Old Trafford, first minute, spirit, the patch, go forward, backward, beste magazine.
Good evening to you as well, Unai. A few good evenings for the Aston Villa fans as well. So moving on, quick discussion on VAR now. I want to talk about VAR. I mean, look, my personal view on VAR is I'm not a fan of it. I don't care if it gives you the right decision. I don't care. It it took the fun out of football for me. I genuinely now watch games. I'm a big Liverpool fan, and I find it hard to celebrate goals. I do. A goal goes in, it doesn't even look offside, but I'm like, oh, there'll be something. There'll be like someone's farted in the build up to the goal or something. They're gonna do what they can to rule it out. It took that fun out of footy completely. That's gone for me. And this offside thing, the way your fingernail can be offside, I'm sorry. I feel like your whole body should be offside. There's an advantage in your arms in front of you, son. They're getting so much wrong. The Brighton game on Brighton, you know, at Tottenham was just embarrassing. To get to watch something like 15 times and go, no, it's not a pen, and keep getting it wrong. Howard Webb's come in to improve it. Get the Specsavers, Howard, what's going on? I just think more and more bad decisions. I think we've seen again another one in the Forest. You know, Forest are fighting for their lives. They're fighting for their lives. Don't get me wrong, Forest were really poor. United deserved to win that game, but that's a penalty. Annie Maguire is a penalty, and yet again VAR. It's pretty poor. And we caught up with Howard Webb again. Another bad weekend for VAR, and this is what Howard Webb had to say.
Howard, another pathetic week from VAR. Do you have any more apologies to give out?
Well, firstly, I'd just like to apologise to Nottingham Forest for the blatant handball by Harry Maguire. It was very difficult at the time for us to see it. We were on Sir Alex's yacht in the middle of the Mediterranean, and some of the lap dancers were getting in the way of the screen, so it made it very difficult to see past them. It looked like it had hit him on the ankle, but later on, when I seen the incident for the 27th time, you know, I nearly spat my caviar out. It was very difficult for us at the time. Secondly, but good luck to Nottingham Forest in the Championship. We do apologise. And secondly, I'd like to apologise to Chelsea for not giving them any big decisions against Brighton. We tried our very best, but because you only had 1% possession and Frank Lampard's absolutely crap, we couldn't make anything happen. We'll send the nice fat juicy envelope back, Todd. Apologies again, Todd. But I'm back for some more champers and caviar with Sir Alex now, so apologies again for that.
Typical Howard Webb. Typical. Apologies constantly from him. Absolute joke. Them fat juicy envelopes that they're getting. I'm telling you, something's going on. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to speak about Chelsea now. 3 games, 3 defeats for Frank Lampard. Just carrying on the trend he had at Everton. But I'll be honest with you, it's a funny one with the Chelsea one. There was a lot of people criticising Chelsea rehiring Frank Lampard. I actually thought it was a really clever one in a way. This was before they lost 25 on the bounce under him. But I thought it was quite a clever one. I thought, well, look, they're waiting for someone. People are talking about Luis Enrique and talking about Nagelsmann. I don't think they're going for any of them. They're waiting for someone else. I've got a feeling it could be the fellow who's at Napoli. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who they're going to go for. But if you've got to wait for someone till the summer, you bring someone in who the fans are going to respect, who the fans are going to like. And Frank Lampard, all of that, the fans love him. He's a legend at the club. Nothing to lose, really, apart from 3 games on the bounce. But, you know, the massive game against Real Madrid, they don't score enough goals, do they? Madrid are just quality. Madrid have got more goals in them. It's going to be tough, but if he was to do something there, that would, wow. I mean, that would really... And you can't blame Frank Lampard, because you think, where's his next opportunity going to come from? He's looked at the job and he's gone, well, this could get me a bit more respectability. But on the flip side, if he loses and keeps losing games, it's going to even worsen his reputation. Which, you know, you can understand that he wasn't the right fit for Everton. I don't, you know, people can talk about it. Sean Dyche is the right fit for Everton, as I've said before. I think if Frank Lampard stays in the Everton job, I think Everton will probably be down already, and that's not having a go at Lampard as such, but when you're trying to play like Pep vintage Barcelona with Neil Maupay and Tom Davis, not going to work, is it? You know what I mean? So that's why Sean Dyche is playing Burnley-Tom football. So, but look, we caught up with Frank Lampard after this 3rd defeat at home to Brighton. This is what Frank had to say.
Frank, defeat for Chelsea, also defeat for your former team Everton. Not a good day all round today.
Yeah, it was a difficult day all round really today. You know, we losing to Brighton at home, and then of course my beloved Everton getting beat by Fulham as well. Frank Lampard and Everton get beat on the same day. Some things never change, but now seriously, we'll both be together in the Championship next season.
Cheers, Frank. Now I want to talk about, well, guys, I want you to get involved in this one if it's possible. Let me know in the comments section what you think. But the Roy Hodgson to Crystal Palace, I mean, that has absolutely stunned me how well that's gone. You know, I thought he'd go here, he'd make them hard to beat, scrappy 1-0, 0-0s here and there. He scored 79 goals in 3 games. What's going on? Roy Hodgson's reinvented himself. I mean, I'll be honest with you, if Klopp gets the sack, I want Hodgson back at Liverpool. I'm only messing. Don't take that seriously. I'd love to come back. I'm sure you would, Roy. I'm sure you would. But looking at that, and I mentioned earlier in the show that, you know, couldn't have Daniel Levy went and got someone like a Harry Redknapp or something just to give the players a lift, just a new face, a new voice. And what Roy Hodgson's done at Crystal Palace, I think Leicester were linked with Martin O'Neill. I'm still look, I don't care what anyone says. Sam Allardyce is one of the most disrespected, I'll be honest with you, underrated managers, and people will laugh at that, but I think, what has Sam Allardyce done to deserve that? Allardyce gets results. Look what he done at Everton. I think Everton finished in the top half of the league when he went in. I'm surprised he hasn't got a job, I'll be honest with you. I thought someone would have come in for him. Forest are looking a bit ropey under Steve Cooper. Is it too late to get rid of Cooper and bring a big Sam in? Get Steve Bruce back in there. These older managers though, you know, they can do a job. Neil Warnock at Huddersfield. Now let me know, guys, in the comment section what you think about what managers could come back. I'm not talking Sir Alex Ferguson type of stuff, but you never know. But Ten Hag's doing a good job, isn't he, to be fair? So let me know what you think. But again, I'll repeat it. I said it about Spurs. Why didn't Daniel Levy go and get a Harry Redknapp in with Ryan Mason next to him? Imagine that. He'd have lifted the place. The players would have been buzzing and bouncing and enjoying football. But instead he gets Conte's number 2. Oh, come on. Smartest football operator in the business? Come on. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Well, guys, thanks so much for watching FarleyTV Reacts. I'll be back. Any big football stories. And next week I'll be back for another show. Thanks so much. And again, from the bottom of my heart, thanks so much for all the love that you show me on the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching.